Hey everyone, I'm Anshum Bhambri and I am the CEO of Fancraze, a cricket collectibles platform. We're the largest project on Flow blockchain outside of NBA Top Shot and NFL All Day. I'm here to present to you FC5, which is our latest product that offers fantasy games using Top Shot collectibles. Let's dive straight into how FC5 works. We offer fantasy games across three modes. There's a single game mode, which is basically based on a particular NBA game. There's a daily league mode, which covers all the games on a particular day across the NBA. And then we have longer modes like bi-weekly and weekly, which effectively cover all the games in a portion of a week or the whole week. Let's dive into a particular game. If you look at this game, the requirements in FC5 are that you need 5 collectibles per lineup, and you can submit a maximum of 5 lineups. You need a point guard, a shooting guard, a center forward, a power forward, and a small forward. You can also look at all of the games that are part of this bi-weekly league. You can dive in and you can look at the particular teams and who's playing for the team. Now this is a super helpful page. The top section shows you the players that have a moment on NBA Top Shot, and the bottom section shows you the players that are not on Top Shot. Let's look at Klay Thompson, for example. This is going to show you the average fantasy points scored by Klay Thompson over the past 5 games. This batch shows you how many times over the last 5 games he was a part of an all-star team, which is a metric that we calculate to help you select your teams. Clicking on the I button here opens up the Klay Thompson page. It's showing you the same information again, but what it also shows you that Klay in his last 5 games has scored these many fantasy points out of 75. Let's just check in how we calculate these fantasy points. So let's go into his performance against the Bulls on Jan 13th. So Klay scored 60 points. What we effectively do is we look at the points scored, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, and turnovers. We multiply them with a factor, 1x, 1.2x, 1.5x, 3x, 3x, and minus 1x respectively. This gives us a raw score of 51.2. The players are then obviously sorted in priority of raw score from the highest to the lowest, and we allocate them fantasy points out of 75. What you can also see, if you don't already own Klay Thompson, you can see that these are the 4 rarities of Klay available on Top Shot. These are the minimum collectible points. So if you saw that fantasy points were out of 75, we have another factor which impacts scoring, which are collectible points. You see what are the minimum collectible points by rarity. You see the lowest ask, the number of listings. Clicking on one of these opens the listings on Top Shot. And yes, so now if you want, you can buy one. Now collectible points. So what we've done in order to gamify it, we've got 4 factors. One is the rarity, so you get points out of 5. A legendary gets the highest, 5 out of 5. A common gets 3 out of 5. The second factor is serials. A single digit serial, a jersey serial, or a perfect serial gets 5 out of 5. A double digit gets 4, whereas others get 3. Then the third factor is series. So if it's a current series collectible, then you get 5 out of 5. If it's series 1, then it's 4 out of 5. And if it's anything else, it's 3. The last factor is native to FC5, which is moment XP. This basically says how many times you've used the moment on FC5. If you've used it more than 100 times, you get 10 out of 10. Otherwise, there's a sliding scale all the way from 3 to 10. Let's go now and try to create our team. The same widgets that were available to you in terms of average FP points and the All-Star team are also available here. I'm going to select Devin Booker as my point guard. I'm going to go for Scotty Barnes as my shooting guard. I'm going to go for Anthony Davis as my center forward. I'll go for KD as my power forward. And Mikal Bridges will be my small forward. Now that I've selected everything, I need to select a 2x. Let's say I go ahead with Scotty and I enter my team. So in order to submit your team, we freeze your collectibles. Frozen collectibles are released as soon as the fantasy game starts. This game is going to start in a day, and we're gonna freeze your collectibles till then. So in order to freeze my collectibles, I'm asked for permission. I confirm. The transaction gets confirmed, and I return to Fancraze. So in order to submit your team, you need to buy a mystery pack from FC5. A mystery pack could contain either a Fancraze cricket collectible that would help you get started on your journey of Fancraze, or it could alternatively contain a Top Shot moment. You purchase your mystery pack and your team entry is submitted. You can go back to your fantasy game, and now within my lineups, you can see the team you've submitted. It gives you the idea of the players that you have. Also, you can look at for each player what games he is playing in the bi-weekly league. Once a game or a league is live, you can check out the leaderboard and see how you're doing and what are the kind of rewards you're winning. You can also go into your teams and other folks' teams and figure out how the players are performing. In this example, Anthony has got 13 out of 25 collectible points that were fixed when the team was entered. In terms of fantasy points, Anthony has been involved in 4 games as a part of this league. We always take the best performance, so he gets 75 out of 75 there. And because Anthony has a multiplier, you 2x the 88 you get from the fantasy and the collectible points, and that's how you get 176. This obviously has helped you get a great position, and you're winning a $200 cash prize. So all in all, we are super excited to bring you a brilliant game on top of Top Shot. You can win real cash prizes. You can win cash prizes every day, every week, every month. Join in the gaming revolution and sign up to register your interest for the close beta. Thank you so much.